my friends and fellow wanderers to another Minecraft video. This is part 2 of our hardcore survival, and as you remember in the last video, we did get a little bit done, starting with an underground base and a little bit of a mob grinder at our front door. In the beginning of today's video, we are going to start with grabbing some wood, as we are going to need to start our above ground house. I do have multiple plans for this, but we'll take a good amount of wood, including a lot of birch and oak, assuming that's all we have around us. I haven't seen any spruce or jungles or anything else just yet, dark oak or anything. So we're going to grab this tree and move on. There's also more in the video to instill. After we grab a little bit of wood, we went and started a little bit of the house. You will see it in just a minute. We actually had to grab some more wood because I did not grab that much before my axe broke. So as you can see, we grab a little bit more wood. You can see the house there in the background that we started. And we will see how it expands during the video. So we're going to grab a good amount of wood, and we might spruce up the base as well, if you will watch later on in the video. And we're going to craft planks out of the birch woods, which I want to put on the second floor, and I want to put regular oak logs as the frame around the main house. Now, we're going to also need a few more materials, such as cobblestone, because I have other things planned in the video, such as building a chicken farm. We could build an auto lava farm, but I needed this cobblestone, excuse me guys, specifically for pickaxes and axes. These two will go towards axes, because we're going to need the 2 axes for more wood, and to grab as much wood as we can. So just let me grab this wood here. Then after we grab this wood, we're going to need a lot more, as I said, but we're going to take all the wood we grabbed and we're going to put it into the house. And I do want to keep these trees up here. There's a few of these trees, bigger trees. We got these little small trees that I plan on cutting down. Well, the bigger trees that spread out and have like the extra limbs, I'm going to turn those into tree houses kind of surrounding the perimeter of our base that I plan on building for this series. And I think that will be really cool. So I'm going to grab a bunch of wood, and then I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, now that I've gotten some wood for the base, I'm going to go ahead and place the foundations around the base. I got us just 40 oak logs because the outline that we're doing isn't going to take much in general. We're just going to get the simple interior outline or base done. And I do plan on adding a deck around the second floor. The second floor is going to be the entrance, and the floor underneath is going to be kind of like our basement, which is going to enter a giant cave system. And it's probably going to link up with our cave house as I had planned. So we're going to go ahead and place all these planks here, as you can see with the design we're going for. It's an expensive design compared to what you could do with just some simple oak logs, and probably what we should do in a hardcore series. But for some reason, I have this major problem with trying to get everything to look so good as I build it. I don't want to go back and revise it and change it as I go along. That's just one of my own little nicks and ticks, and it's always okay. We're going to go to sleep here, and I will see you guys in a second after we sleep. Alright, so as you can see, after waking up, I did decide to do a little bit more in the house. I finished the stairs to the second floor, and I've gotten the platform for our second floor started. Like I said, I do plan on doing the second floor made out of birch, and I am doing it out of slabs to give not only just a little bit more space, but it's actually cheaper on wood, and I figured that would make it better. I also do like to raise the roof, and since I was only doing so high, I figured the more room we could raise from the roof, the more, or rather less claustrophobic it would make the house look. Now we did unfortunately run out of wood here, so we did have to grab some more wood later, but I figured that would be enough for today and go ahead and we'd go in the house. I need to grab some torches to light up the bottom so that nothing spawned, because this is going to get pretty dark. I tamed this donkey here, decided to name him Donkey. I figured that'd be really good if we could get some chests on him to, add a little bit more inventory space. And then I had something else planned for today. I didn't only plan on sitting in the house all day. I decided to go out for a little adventure and to check, the area around the base. So I had to grab a few materials first, but first I need to grab some coal for some torches. Little did I realize I actually had some torches in my hotbar. As you can see in the bottom left, I had 24 torches. Don't know what I was thinking, but I also did need the coal for later on, so it was fine, and it worked out. Oh, we're going to skip here. I'm going to grab the coal and I will throw it in the furnace, and then you will see us back in just a second on our little surprise adventure. Alright, so after grabbing the coal, I decided it was time to go off on our little adventure and check out the surrounding area as I had said before. What we were looking for were things such as villages or different wood types, and also checking the area to see if there was any good like little pillager outposts or anything to expand. I also grabbed some sand on the way that we could use for glass, such as putting planes in the basement. That way we could kind of go ahead and start moving our stuff into the basement and living in the basement in a way, and start filling out the top floor. Then I continued on the adventure, and I found some pumpkins, which I decided I was going to go gather. Killed a few sheep beforehand because I do need as much food as I can get, and of course until I get the chicken farm started. And I grabbed some more sand, and then continued on my way shortly after. Now, as I was running, I decided to, of course, run by the river and see if it led anywhere. There wasn't much by the river, just kind of ran around. But as you can see, there was some actual squids in it. I decided I was going to skip them, but then I decided to go ahead and kill them because we would need the ink later on for such thing as maybe trading with villagers or dying. And then shortly after, I got some sugarcane, which I thought would be good. After grabbing the sugarcane, though, I decided it would probably be a good idea to head on home. I decided I didn't want to get ventured too far and get lost. I did, however, see a jungle in the distance, which I thought would be great for later bases and structures. So we headed home. And as you can see, our house is there. I had some very valuable things. The sugarcane would be great for a sugarcane farm, such as paper and making, enchanting books or just books to trade with villagers. Once we get a villager trading hall set up, if that happens. And I did grab some birch wood while I was out there to make some more planks, which I then converted to slabs. And I had just enough to work on the house. I came up with 2 stacks and a few extra blocks. I don't know how much extra in particular, but I had just enough to work on the base some more, and I filled or grabbed the iron that I had cooked before I left and cooked some food, and decided to make some stuff for a infinite lava farm. I figured this would be really useful, seeing as how we're going to need lava for such things as smelting and cooking, anything such as the chicken farm. We would need that for our automatic chicken farm to burn the chickens when they grow up. So I went ahead and got a cauldron and everything started for that, and decided to work on the house more. I started laying the planks down on the second floor, as you can see. And as I thought, the house was kind of coming out a little bit nicely. I did like the birch wood floors and the oak logs mixing. Thought this would be a really good design. Also heard a zombie underneath us crawling around in the shadows, which I did forget to put the torches underneath, as I said I was grabbing the torches for. Started to work on the balcony, which I did plan to put around the house, and put it too low. I noticed I put it too low, so I had to destroy it and replace it up. Started on the other side, and placed it like about a full-size block on the post itself, and then came out and made it level with the rest of the building, or the elevated area. I thought this would be a really good, design, to kind of have a porch based around the house. And if I put fences up and such, I can use it to shoot off any oncoming skeletons or zombies or anything. And like I said, I just thought it would look good around the house. Kind of add more depth to it rather than just leaving a blocky house. Because as you all know, getting started on a starter house, if you want it to look good, it is going to at least be slow. So we finished off the deck, and then the zombie that was underneath the house, I ended up falling off. He almost got me, but we got him caught in the water. And I grabbed the slab, put it up, and decided to continue to kill him, but I missed my spot where I was going to put it up. So we killed him, and I know my spamming method is not very effective. I could jump and damage him quicker and easier, but I was just trying to get him done as quickly as I can, so I could grab the slab, put it back where it needs to go, and noticed it was getting dark. So we grabbed the slabs to put it where they go. As you can see, I dropped the rotten flesh to pick up the planks, but it didn't work in my inventory anyways. So another zombie and had to hurry up and get to the house. And I ate the rotten flesh, that way I could sprint. Still didn't get me there in time. There were still some monsters around. So we ended up moving my bed to the basement. I had to close the gate off, though, because I didn't want anything following me in to kill me or anything. So decided to go downstairs and get a few materials ready. I was just checking stuff that I had around the room. Grabbed a bunch of meat that we'd need to cook over time. and decided it would be good to, kind of go ahead and get that ready in my inventory so I could switch it out effectively. I hurried up and put the lava generator up where it was supposed to be. I didn't, of course, have the lava. I left it on the trip where I had found it because I didn't have a bucket on me at the time. But I got the stuff ready. I put on the stalagmite that I had found, and I put the cauldron underneath to make sure that we had it ready. Then I went upstairs, or well, I say upstairs, up the ladder, as we all know. I don't remember exactly why I stopped here, but I stopped here for some reason. I think I was doing something. I had to stop here, and then I went up the ladder, grabbing the food from the furnace and replacing it with some other food to cook. Ate the food, and then got ready, went back downstairs, and started killing the mobs that were in the farm. Now, this is very valid. As you can see, there is armor on the zombies. This is due to a setting that I put on where it gives all the all the zombies, weapons and armor and such. And although that seems like it makes the game easier, in long term it makes the game more dangerous because they're doing more damage to you even when you're fully equipped. So I figured this was the easiest way to get armor, but the easiest way to die if you're not being cautious. So I figured it kind of evened it out, hence why the settings are the way they are. Ended up having to grab another sword because mine broke, and found a really good sword that I had in my inventory. Used that to finish killing them off, but I seen it had low durability. So after I killed them off, as you will see here, I had to kill baby zombies and a bunch of other zombies that kept falling in. So I hurried up and killed them, but noticed while I was sneaking that more zombies weren't falling in the trap. So I figured, maybe they weren't seeing me. So I continued sneaking after killing this zombie and went back up to cover the entrance to the house. That way I could get the materials or the supplies out of the room and go ahead and close it up. That way I had all the armor and I could put it in storage. Because, the more armor, the merrier. And we always need as much armor as we can have to keep ourselves running. So I have this little path to the side. I haven't fixed it to where I can get through in and out easily. But it's fixed to the side. I grabbed as much materials as I could, went put it in the chest, and continued running back and forth between the two until I had my chest filled up and all the materials out. And after I get this all picked up and moved out, I will talk to you guys in just a minute. So, after grabbing all the materials and sorting everything out, I didn't really sort it, I just threw it in the chest. I decided I was going to close the area off, of course. That way no zombies got in after I break the trap, or break the thing blocking off the trap, and grabbed some cobblestone for a future venture, as you will notice later on. Decided to go back up the ladder, grab the bed, and as I said earlier, move it downstairs. This way we could sleep, and zombies would leave us alone. Now, putting it in the cave was a more safe option, seeing as how it was further from the door, zombies wouldn't come after us, and we already had the cave lit up. So what I done is I set it down, and I went to sleep. Then decided to get up the next morning and go work on my house, to which I found tons of zombies chasing after me. This was almost a death moment for me. Fortunately, I seen them, I blocked off the path to the stairs and decided to kill them. Got some decent stuff from them, but I didn't have a super good sword on me. I was changing out loot. I decided to change off my looting sword for a sharpness 3 regular sword. That way I could just kill them and not worry about loot. So that's what I done. I also cleared more of my inventory just a little bit. That way I could hold more stuff. Decided to grab a better shovel, which was way better than a regular wooden shovel. And changed out my iron helmet for a blast protection chain helmet. To which I then grabbed the iron helmet back for some rotten flesh. Because obviously we know which one's more valuable. Then I decided to grab some chickens for the chicken farm. Found those pretty quickly and filled the chicken farm. I put 2 chickens in, and after I got them in, realized I didn't have the hoppers in. So you can't grab the eggs if you don't have hoppers in for the auto chicken farm. That's not how it does it, or that's not how it works. They don't just fall and then automatically hatch the egg. So notice I couldn't breed them, and ended up, because of the hoppers, ended up having to destroy one of the layers of the wall and jump in and breed them, which I did not mean to fall in, but I did. So I went ahead and I bred the chickens, and then after breeding both of our lovely chickens and popping out a 3rd chicken, hopped out of the pen just to see another chicken hanging out. So we ended up getting 4 chickens to start off our little venture for our automatic chicken farm. All we needed left was a lava and a dispenser. So after I get this chicken into the farm, as you will see here, Watch him looking so fine flying into that little trap I set up, right? So we decided we're going to go venture off. Now, as I went on that venture earlier, I found some lava. Somehow I missed this giant, beautiful ravine, which we will use later on in the series, hopefully. But I decided I needed to go off and grab some lava, and I wasn't going to jump down there, obviously, because I was going to need a way up. So I went ahead and went off to look for the lava I had found earlier. And shortly after heading out, I did so find it. I then decided to grab the lava and return home because there's nothing else I really needed besides to set up the trap or the automatic chicken farm. That way I had an infinite source of food. Then I remember the wandering trader I seen while I was building the house. Decided to check trades, nothing good, so decided to kill him because we could use him for the leads. Now, I was going to use the lead on my donkey, and unfortunately, it seems as if he had despawned because I didn't find him. Didn't really look for him too much, but didn't see him anywhere. Decided it was okay, kept the leads on me just in case we did see him. I lit up the area underneath the house so nothing else spawned, and then went in the house. Then I decided I was going to go mining, because to build a dispenser you need redstone. So I decided I was going to go mining, and shortly after, I found some diamonds. Don't know how this happened. I just mined down, and as I was mining down, we came across diamonds. I think I hit 5, and also fell in lava. Um, as you can see, we almost died right here in just a second. If you would like to watch. Boom. Had the clutch, grabbed the lava with my bucket, jumped out of the lava, and ate some food to make sure I didn't die. That was a pretty close death. I did save myself, and as you can see, it is darker down here. Now, the reason for that being is because I have a blindness effect whenever I go too deep into the caves. Uh, Fortunately, I was just staying out of the caves. I was only going to, do strip mining and such because of that effect until I felt safe enough to actually endure the deep, dark depths of the cave. We do have experimental mode on, so that would have been bad with fighting the warden, which I do plan on fighting later on to the area. Then I decided I was going to work on the chicken farm a little more. I had enough iron to set down the hoppers. I did forget to video me putting the hoppers into the chicken farm. This little area you see here is where I did place the chickens. That way I could place the hoppers down for the chickens' eggs to go in. Therefore, I grabbed the cobblestone after getting the chickens into their pen again and went inside to go to sleep. And you will see what happened here in a minute. Unfortunately, it was getting close to the end of the video, so I was going to go inside and sleep and finish the rest of the chicken farm the next day. So we go inside. As you can see, I built up around the edges a little bit, just kind of secure the base, but I left the doors open and went down inside to sleep. Woke up the next morning, went up the stairs to go in the video, and as you can see, guys, give me just a second. I don't remember what I was doing. But after all that progress, we died to a zombie on the stairs. I will see you guys in the next season of Hard.